Geometry is our fourth unit of this term. Symmetry. In class 6th, we have learned the concept of symmetry. Now we shall recall them. An object is symmetrical when one half is a mirror image of the other half. It may be divided by one or more lines of symmetry. In each figure, a line divides the figure into two identical halves. Such figures are symmetrical about the line. The line that divides any figure into two equal halves such that each half exactly coincides with the other is known as the line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. The line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. A line of symmetry divides a symmetrical shape in half. An object may have more than one line of symmetry. A figure may have 1, 2, 3 or more lines of symmetry. Some figure which has lines of symmetry are shown in this figure. Children, now let us study about reflectional symmetry. An object has reflection symmetry if it can be divided in half by one or more lines of axis of symmetry. Reflection symmetry. Each side of the line of symmetry mirrors the other side. An object may have more than one line of symmetry. When an object is seen in a mirror, the image obtained on the other side of the mirror is called its reflection. Here, the right part is known as its reflection. Right side is the reflection of the left side. An object and its mirror image are perfectly identical to each other. The left and right sides of an object appear inverted in the mirror. Rotational symmetry. An object is said to have a rotational symmetry if it looks the same after being rotated about its center through an angle less than 360 degrees. When an object rotates around a fixed axis, if its appearance of size and shape does not change, then the object is supposed to be rotationally symmetrical. Rotational symmetry can be observed in the following pictures. The minimum angle of rotation of a figure to get exactly the same figure as original is called the angle of rotation. The total number of times a figure coincides with itself in one complete rotation is called the order of rotational symmetry. We can only rotate the figure up to 360 degrees. Here children, original shape hexagon is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the shape is divided into 6 equal parts. Now this is 60 degree rotation. Here 120 degree rotation. This is 180 degree rotation. 240 degree rotation. And here 300 degree rotation. This is a complete rotation which is 360 degree rotation. The total number of times a figure coincides with itself in one complete rotation is called the order of rotational symmetry. It is important to understand that all figures have rotational symmetry of order 1. Isn't it? As can be rotated completely through 360 degree to come back to its original position. Here 1 marked here, and again after 360 degree rotation again 1 comes back to the original position. So we say that an object has rotational symmetry only when the order of symmetry is more than 1. So 2 is the smallest order of rotational symmetry. Translational symmetry. An image has translational symmetry if it can be divided by straight lines into a sequence of identical figures. Translational symmetry results from moving a figure to a certain distance in a certain direction. Thus, translational symmetry occurs when a pattern slides to a new position. The sliding movement involves neither rotation nor reflection. Here, the shape slides. Symmetry through transformations. We learned the types of symmetry. Now we are going to learn symmetry of figures through transformations. Transformation describe how geometric figures of the same shape are related to one another. Figures or shapes in a plane can be translated, reflected or rotated to get new figures. The original figure is called the pre-image and the new figure is called the image. Pre-images are denoted by capital A, capital B, capital C, etc. And the images are denoted by A dash, B dash, C dash, etc. A dash can be read as A prime. The operation that maps or moves the pre-image onto the image is called the transformation. A transformation is a specific set of rules that change the pre-image onto the image. In this chapter, we are going to learn 3 types of transformation: translation, reflection, and rotation. There are 3 basic transformations that can be done to the shape: reflection, rotation, translation. These transformations move the shape without making any changes to its shape or size. Children, it is very important. These transformations, reflection, rotation, translation, move the given shape without any changes to its shape and size. What is reflection? A reflection flips a shape over to create a mirror image. It is the reflection, reflects. A reflection flips a shape over to create a mirror image. The triangle on the right has been reflected or flipped over the dotted line to create a mirror image. Children, here the dotted lines, red color dotted lines, is called a line of reflection. And the second figure, which is called the image, and here the first figure, first triangle shape, is known as pre-image. Now the triangle on the right has been reflected, flipped over the dotted line to create a mirror image. And children, here the image, the second figure, which is called the image, is exactly opposite the original figure, isn't it? Let us see one more example for reflection. A reflection flips a shape over to create a mirror image. Let us see through these examples. Children, whenever a shape is reflected, each set of the corresponding must be the same distance from the line of reflection. Yes, here A and A dash is of same distance from the line of reflection, and also B and B dash and C and C dash or of same distance from the line of reflection. We see reflections all the time in real life. Obviously, we see them in mirrors, but they also occur in water. When a reflection occurs in water, however, it is not a technical mathematical reflection. Yes, it is not the exact same size and shape. Rotation. A rotation turns a shape. Yes, a rotation is a transformation that turns every point of the pre-image through a specified angle and direction about a point. Here, the triangle has been turned or rotated. Sometimes shapes are rotated just a few degrees, and other times they may be rotated significantly. Whenever a rotation occurs, the figure must always stay the same size and the same shape. Yes, children, it has same size and the same shape. It is only turned. Children, do you know, if a figure is rotated all the way around back to where it started, this is called a full rotation. And is the figure rotated all the way around back to where it started, this is called a full rotation and is 360 degree. Halfway around is 180 degree. When a figure is rotated exactly 180 degree, it is said to have point symmetry because each point has a matching point, is the same distance but in the opposite direction. Translation. A translation moves or slides a shape. Children, listen carefully. A translation is a transformation that moves all points of a figure in the same distance in the same direction. In the example, the rectangle has been translated, moved or slide. The new rectangle called the image has been moved up and to the right. And here the given rectangle is known as pre-image. Children, and also in horizontal, the right side movement is denoted by right arrow and the left side movement is denoted by left arrow. In vertical, the upside movement is denoted by up arrow and the downward movement is denoted by down arrow. Here, the given rectangle ABCD translated to the new rectangle A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. Here, the given rectangle ABCD is also known as pre-image, and A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash rectangle is known as image of the given rectangle. And here, what is the translation? Yes, the translation is 9 units right side and 4 units upwards. 9 right arrow, 4 upward arrow. Determine whether each picture represents a reflection, rotation or translation. Yes, children, here this is a translation because the octagon has been moved or slide, moved upward. Here, this transformation represents reflection. Yes, here it is reflected with respect to the line of reflection. And here What about the transformation? Yes, it is a rotation because the figure has been turned. Children, now let us see exercise 4.1. Exercise 4.1. First problem. Find the new position of each point using the translation given. Children, we know that a translation is a transformation that moves all points of a figure in the same distance and in the same direction. Here, children, 2 right arrow, 4 down arrow is given. Now, we know that in horizontal, the right side movement is denoted by right arrow, and the downwards movement is denoted by down arrow. Now, the point A, we have to find the new position of a point A by the translation. Here, to right side, we have to move 2 units right side, and horizontally, see, here it means that horizontal movement. The pre-image A is moved 2 units horizontally right side. 1, 2. After that, downwards, 4 downwards arrow represents the pre-image A moved 4 units downward. From here, we have to calculate 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units downwards. Therefore, the pre-image A dash occur here. Children, let's see once again. Here, the pre-image A is moved 2 units horizontally right side. 1, 2. 2 units horizontally right side. And 4 down arrow. First, we have to move the first one, and the second one is 4 down arrow. Thus, the image have to move 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units downwards. Therefore, the final position of the image is A dash. Therefore, A dash is the image of the pre-image A. Thus, the final point of the pre-image A is A dash. Then let us find the new position of a point K. Here, the translation is given 6 upward arrow, that is upside. The movement of the point will be upward of 6 units. Here, the square is divided into 100 square units, and here let us move the point to 6 units upward vertically. Here the movement is vertical movement. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the new position of the point K is K dash. Now children, let us find the new position of the point T. Here the left arrow indicates the left side movement of the point. Here we have to move the point T to left side of 3 units, and here the downward arrow represents the downward movement of the point, and here we have to move the point T, yes, downwards of 5 units. Now let us move 3 units left side. 1, 2, 3. And 5 units from here we have to move the point to 5 units downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, the new position of the point T is T dash. Now children, the second problem. How is the pre-image translated to the image? Let us find out. The movements. We know that right side movement, left side movement, upwards and downwards. Let us find the translated position. Here, the point A moves 1, 2, 3. 3 units right side. So, 3 units right side. Put the units 3 and the arrow, right arrow, which indicates the right movement of the point A. Now, from here, the point A moves upwards. So, we need to put the upward arrow. And how many units the image moves? Let us find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units. Therefore, the point A moves 3 units right side and 4 units upward. 3 right arrow, 4 upwards arrow. Here, let us find out the translated position of the point B. Here, the point B moves left side. 1, 2, 3. 3 units left side. Therefore, 3 left arrow. Here, 3 left arrow indicates the movement of the point B, which moves left side of 3 units. And from here, 1, 2, 3. From here, 1, 2, 3. From here, 1, 2, 3. 3 units upwards. 3 units upwards. Here, put 3 and the direction upward. Here, up arrow indicates the upward movement of the point B. Third problem. Find the image of the given triangle with given translation. Here, for upward. The translation for upward is given. Therefore, we have to translate the given points of the triangle to 4 units upward. To move each points of the triangle to 4 units upward. Let us translate. First, let us translate the point C of the triangle ABC. Upward of 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, here the image of the point C occurs. And then let us consider the point B. And now let us translate the point B upward of 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here B dash occurs. And what about the point A? Yes, we need to translate the point A upward of 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. A dash. Thus, we have translated the points of the triangle ABC upwards of 4 units. Now, let us connect all these points. Thus, the image of the given triangle with given translation is done. Same as the previous problem, let us translate the given triangle KLM to 6 units right side and 3 units downwards. Okay, now let us start with the point M. 6 units rightward, that is the movement of the point M is 6 units right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and also 3 units downwards. From here, 3 units downwards. 1, 2, 3. Here the image of the point M will occur. And let us see the translate of K. First, we have to see the first translation, that is 6 units right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3 units downwards. 1, 2, 3. Here the image, that is the new position of the point K will occur, K dash here. Finally, let us translate the point L to right side of 6 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And from here, we need to translate 3 units downwards. 1, 2, 3. Therefore, the image of L is L dash. Thus, we have translated the points of the triangle KLM. Now, connect those points K dash, L dash and M dash. Children, thus we have translated the given triangle with the given translation 6 rightwards, 3 downwards translation to K dash, L dash, M dash. Fourth problem, reflect the shape with given line of reflection. Here the brown color dotted lines represents the line of reflection. We know that a reflection is a transformation that flips or reflects a figure about a point. After a figure is reflected, it looks like a mirror image of itself. The line that figure is flipped over is called a line of reflection. Here, children, we need to reflect the given shape with the line of reflection. Here, we have to reflect the shape with the given line of reflection. Yes, from the line of reflection where the point B lies, 1 units upwards. So, here 1 units downwards. And this is B dash. And here 1 units upward, 1 units downwards. This is reflection. For reflection, we have to do like this. And here, what about the point F? From the line of reflection, 2 units upwards. So, the reflection will be 2 units downwards. F dash. What about the reflection of the point C? Yes. With respect to the line of reflection, 2 units upward means the reflection will be 2 units downwards. 1, 2. Yes. Here the image C dash occurs, and here from the line of reflection where the point D lies, 1, 2, 3 units upwards. So the reflection will be 3 units downwards. 1, 2, 3. D dash. And what about the point E? Yes, with respect to the line of reflection, it occurs 1, 2, 3, 3 units upwards. Therefore, the reflection of E will be 3 units downwards. 1, 2, 3. E dash. Therefore, now join the points. A dash, B dash, B dash, C dash, C dash, D dash, D dash, E dash, E dash, F dash, F dash and A dash. Now we get A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash shape. Thus the reflection. Now 6th problem. Rotate the pre-image in each case as directed about the given point. Here we know that the fixed point is called the center of rotation, and here a rotation is a transformation that turns every point of the pre-image through a specified angle and direction about a point. Here the angle 90 degree is called the angle of rotation. Here we have to turn the given point A to 90 degree clockwise. Clockwise, which means that from this side. Here we have to move 90 degree. Thus the image 90 degree. Thus the image will occur here. A dash, because the angle of this image and pre-image with respect to the center of rotation is 90 degree. Thus the image of A will occur here. That is A dash. Here the angle of rotation is 90 degree. Thus we have turned the pre-image to the clockwise of 90 degree. Angle of rotation here is 90 degree. Thus the new position of pre-image A is A dash. Now children, let us turn the point B, which is also known as pre-image B, with respect to the center of rotation green point to 180 degree. We know that 180 degree which lies on the straight line. Therefore, the image and the pre-image lies on the same line. Thus, B dash will occur here. Thus, the angle of rotation is 180 degree. Here, the angle of rotation will be 180 degree. Identify the transformation. What about the first transformation, children? Yes, it is a reflection. Reflection. Because a reflection is the transformation that reflects about a line. Here, the line will occur here. It is a pre-image reflection of the given shape. Thus, the transformation here is reflection. And here, the transformation is rotation. Because a rotation is a transformation that turns every point of the pre-image through a specified angle and a direction about a point. Therefore, here it turns. Okay, it turns clockwise. Thus, the transformation is rotation. And what about the transformation? Here is, yes, translation. Because a translation is a transformation that moves all points of a figure in the same distance, in the same direction. Here it slides. Exercise 4.3, miscellaneous practice problems. Children, let us see exercise 4.3, miscellaneous practice problems. The first one is the bishop coin in the chessboard. In given picture of chessboard can move diagonally along dark squares. Describe the translations of the bishop after 2 moves. 1, 2. In the first move, the bishop have to move horizontally 2 units. Right, isn't it? 1, 2. That is, in the first move, it have to move 2 units right, 2 right arrow, and 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 arrow downwards it has to move. So children, in the first move, the translation, the sequence is 2 right arrow, 2 down arrow, 1, 2, 1, 2. In the second move, from here to here, it has to move horizontally left of 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units left horizontally, and from here to 5 units downwards. So 5 left arrow and 5 down arrow. Therefore, the translational sequence is for first 2 right arrow, 2 downwards arrow. For second move, 5 left arrow and 5 down arrow. So children, listen carefully. For first move, bishop has to move 2 rightwards and 2 downwards. And then for the second move, the bishop have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units left and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units downwards. Third problem, referring the graphic given. Answer the following questions. Each bar of the category is made up of boy, girl, boy unit. The first question is, which category shows a boy, girl, boy unit, that is translation within the bar, within the row. Which categories shows a boy, girl, boy unit that is reflected within the bar, within the row? Which category reflected? We have to find out. Children, here students of class 7 participated in various competition conducted in the school is given. Essay writing, drawing, speech, mono acting. And here we need to find which category show a boy, girl, boy unit that is translated, and which category shows a boy, girl, boy unit that is reflected within the row. Yes, we know that. A translation is a transformation that moves all points of the figure in the same distance, in the same direction. So children, here in the essay writing, here we can see boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, boy, and again boy, girl, boy. These boy, girl, boy units are sequence, arranged without any changes. Boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, boy. But in drawing, see boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, boy, boy, girl. What about the boy? So one boy is missing. So drawing and speech, we can't take drawing and speech for the translation. And here essay writing is the best example of translation, transformation. Now, which category show a boy, girl, boy unit that is reflected within the bar? So children, within the bar, you have to see which category shows reflection. Here, reflection is a transformation that flips or reflects a figure about a point. Here, in essay writing, here when we take the middle girl as a line of reflection, what about the four children in the left and 4 children in the right? Yes, 2 boys, 2 boys, 1 girl, 1 girl, 1 boy, 1 boy. So here when we take the middle girl as the line of reflection, and here we get, here image is equals the pre-image, that is the given image reflects about a line. And here, what about the mono acting? Yes, when we take a line of reflection between these 3 children and these 3 children, we get here boy, girl, boy. The second part, boy, girl, boy, is the image of the pre-image, boy, girl, boy. Therefore, essay writing categories show a boy, girl, boy unit, that is translation within the bar, and essay writing and mono acting categories show a boy, girl, boy unit that is reflected within the bar. Therefore, essay writing category shows translation, essay writing and mono acting categories shows reflection. Fifth problem, describe the transformation involved in the following pair of figures or letters. Write translation, reflection or rotation. Now, listen here, the letter is rotated. Yes, it is rotated. Therefore, the transformation here is rotation. And here, what about the letter E? It is reflected. Reflected along the line of reflection. Therefore, the transformation of this letter is reflection. And here, F is translated. There is no changes. So, translated. Therefore, the transformation here is translation. And here, what about the letter G? It is reflected. Therefore, transformation here is reflection. And children, here, yes, obviously, the letter H is rotated. So, transformation here is rotation. Here we can easily say that the letter is reflected. Therefore, reflection is the transformation of this letter J. And here I is rotated, corresponding to an angle of rotation. So, the transformation here is rotation. And K, there is no changes. So, it is slides along the straight line. Therefore, the transformation here is translation. Children, do the following activities. Draw the translation of the shape. Draw the reflection of the shape. Draw the rotation of the shape.